Hi guys, how you doing? This is Ben, your business loan consultant. So, if you haven't heard already, the EIDL and the PPP have run out of funding and are no longer, and the SBA is no longer taking applications for these loan programs. So, what does that mean for you? Well, if you've already put in an application or you were in queue at your financial institution, or if you're working with an LSP like me, um, you are still in queue. Is you're just awaiting funding. So, so for a lot of banks, they're no longer working on your application. What they're doing is they're taking applications that have previously been approved, and they're just trying to fund those and get those out. Um, I know that's very disappointing to a lot of you. Um, what I've been doing is trying to find out which submissions that we put in are going through that funding process right now, which aren't. So that way I can, at least let people know what expectations are. I know a lot of you have been shut out by even by your own bank and not been able to put in these applications. And I know a lot of you are in the small business realm, kind of like myself. It's very frustrating. We knew that these funds were probably going to run out, and unfortunately, Congress wasn't able to get together and provide additional funding. Now, I do expect that will happen. So, what I do say is, if you were planning on filing for the PPP, get your taxes done, get your applications done, get the documents together that you're going to need, and as soon as that spigot is turned back on, you need to put in your application right away. Okay, that'd be my recommendation to you. This is really disappointing to me. They've only been taking applications since the 3rd. We're now at the 16th. This has been less than 2 weeks, and they've already run out of funding. And this thing was supposed to go until June 30th. So, not sure what's going to happen from this point forward. Unfortunately, it's beyond all of us. Now, I've had a few of my clients say, "Hey, should we switch to another bank?" Look, when the SBA turned off the spigot, that's it. It probably isn't a good idea to go to another bank, because then, if you decide to pull your application from one lending institution, send it to another, then you're in the back of the line again. So stand pat, hope for the best. Hope for the funding, which I think is going to come. I just don't know when. And then it's up to you to take action. Talk to your tax people. I know that there are some IRS credits and some tax advantages that are still probably available. You need to get on top of right away. Yeah, very disappointed. Spent most of my day telling people the bad news. Now, for some of them that are in the funding process, I think their loans will fund, and I think they'll be okay. But outside of that, not a lot of positive news today. So what you can do is look at the positive. Take this time to get your taxes done, get a PPP application together, get your paperwork together, and just like I said, get it ready to go immediately upon available funds. The EIDL, in my opinion, is probably done. I don't think they're going to be doing the EIDL anymore. It's pretty much just going to be the PPP, if the PPP comes back. Now, the other thing is, if you still need business funding, and if you haven't been affected very much by the recent shutdown, and you still need extra funding, maybe you want to take your business to the next level, or you just want to take advantage of super low interest rates on SBA loans. We can help you get your SBA loan package together, submit it to lenders, and get you the funding that you need. The SBA 7A loans are a great product. They've been around for a long time. They're easier now than they ever have been in order to get. So now is definitely the time. Now, if you aren't looking for an SBA loan, or maybe you're credit challenged or have some other issue with your business that prohibits you from getting SBA funding, still give us a call, because there are different avenues to fund, especially if you haven't shut down. Maybe you've had a little bit of dip in income because of the COVID-19, but you're still staying afloat. Or if you have assets attached to your business that you have unencumbered currently, and that you can use that as collateral for some type of business loan to kind of get you to this hump. Maybe you can use it. Maybe they'll have the PPP. Maybe you can pay this off under better terms. Who knows? Now, these programs don't have any forgiveness attached to them, so they have to be paid back. Just keep that in mind, okay? So if you do need business funding and you're not finding a lot of avenues, give us a call. Or my phone number, our website at the bottom. And then, we can discuss whether there's something available for you, or possibly maybe we can get a PPP application together for you for when funding is available, and we could just get it in there as soon as we can. So I will continue to update this channel and let you know, get the information out to you guys when funding is available. Hopefully they do it relatively soon. If you do want to take action, contact your congressman, write them a letter, let them know that these PPP funds need to become, or the program needs to be replenished. Personally, I think they need to do triple the $250 billion. They need to do close to maybe $1 trillion for this. I really do think that. Just because of so many people right now that have just been shut out and haven't even been able to put in an application. I mean, they want to, but they haven't been able to. And now, companies like PayPal, Can Capital, a lot of different companies out there are now getting involved. Now there's just no funding. So there are other avenues that people can take. It's just the spigot's got to be turned back on. Anyways, guys, I hope this finds you well. Look, this is all temporary. Like I said, I am available if you need information, if you need a little bit of help getting your PPP application together. But definitely get your application together. Oh, and one other thing that's really important before I forget, and don't put it on this video. Whatever financial institution you decide that you're going to use when and if PPP funds become available, you want to make sure they're still taking applications. I talked to several banks today that are done. They don't care if funds are available again. They're not taking PPP applications anymore. They're not doing these loans anymore at all. So what you don't want to find yourself in is a situation where you have your PPP application put together, you send it to your bank, and you find out they're not taking applications at all. Now you're back to square one, okay? Just be prepared, because you want to make sure if the spigot comes back on, you want to be ready. All right, this is Ben, your business loan guy, and you got to remember, if you need business funding, you better call Ben. I'm out.